Pull this up. Pull this up
It's been quite some time, but we made it.
Yeah, we made it. We made it happen. People still, to this day, all my friends call me Joe Rogan because of you.
I don't know, man.
Joe Rogan. That's a funny Brazilian thing, you know, the Portuguese translation of R's to H's.
I think when we speak English, you have to use your tongue in a way that in Portuguese we are just flat out.
But you use Rio. You don't say Rio, right? Do you say Rio or
no,
Rio?
Rio.
How does that work?
Somehow, it's in Portuguese, the first two letters are the strongest one in the word.
But Hickson and Hoyce and...
Say Hickson.
Right. But it's not Rickson, but it's Rio.
Yes.
How's that work?
I don't know. When it becomes to a name, it's different than when you say a city name.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
It's funny. Rio, it's more something for... And when you say personal, it becomes a little, I don't know, Hickson.
So with people, it's an H, but it can be an R, like a R sound with objects and things?
Yes.
Or just places?
I think more places. And it's funny because in each region in Brazil is a different accent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Kind of like America.
Yes. Each place, like, what country is that? Because the sound's very different.
Ah. But it's a beautiful language. Portuguese has, like, especially Brazilian Portuguese, has like a sing-songy, like a flow to it.
It's the bossa nova, carnaval.
Yeah. But it's the way you guys talk. It's cool. It sounds good, you know?
It's more like, almost like singing.
Yeah. How many Americans have, like, put on a fake Brazilian accent once they started really getting into jiu-jitsu? Must be.
Man, I think in a way when jiu-jitsu established their flag outside Brazil, it's funny in a way that our goal is to make that area become more Brazilian than any other place. It's not that we're trying to speak more English, but we make the English become more Portuguese. And almost every student that I have, maybe probably because of my accent, they start listening and speaking very similar the way we do.
Yeah.
In every jiu-jitsu school.
Yeah, well, that's we used to see that in Taekwondo too. Guys would have like fake Korean accents.
And in each school, the instructor has a different accent and different vocabulary, which even extended more. It becomes like another language in the jiu-jitsu community.
So jiu-jitsu is huge in Rio, but what other parts of Brazil it's a very strange, if you stop and think about the history of martial arts, which is something that's always been very fascinating to me, jiu-jitsu is the most fascinating because until 1993, very few people understood how potent Brazilian jiu-jitsu was.
When I start understand jiu-jitsu and became on the teenager time, jiu-jitsu was basically in Brazil, has that amazing era of my uncle Helio and Carson, the whole first generation of the family, which Brazil was all over, jiu-jitsu was all over Brazil. As a teenager, I remember that jiu-jitsu was basically established in a very wealth area in Rio de Janeiro only.
Really?
That's basically, you have all the schools used to call Gracie schools by the neighborhood. You have a Gracie Humaitá, you have a Gracie Copacabana, you have a then future Gracie Barra, but everything was almost Gracie school everywhere.
And it was wealthy people?
Only in the wealthy area of Rio.
Wow.
Then slowly, because keep in mind, we used to have one, maybe two tournaments, sport of jiu-jitsu a year. That's it. We always practice jiu-jitsu mainly at that time for self-defense. We want to get ready for protect ourselves. We never had much chances to try in a tournament because there's no tournament. Every training we do was based in defend yourself.